Okay, so I have two microphones with me. First, the Mini K47 and the Mini K87. Both are affordable, they sound great, and I use them in the studio. But the question is, which one should you get? The Mini K47 or the Mini K87? Or maybe you should get both. Let's find out. Hey, what's up my friend? K47 here from Mixdown Online. Comparing these two microphones by Roswell Pro Audio, which makes the Mini K47 and the Mini K87. I actually reviewed these two microphones here on this channel. I'm gonna leave the links down below. So what I'm gonna do in this video is to compare the sound of these two mics by having you listen to some samples that I recorded with these mics, and also show you what they have in common and what is different with these two mics. So this way it's gonna give you all the info you need to make a good decision if you're looking forward on getting one of these mics. Now, the goal of this video is not to make one microphone win over the other. You know, they are both good microphones, but the goal is to give you the right picture of what you're getting with these two mics. So first, what they have in common, they are both large diaphragm condenser microphone with a single backplate 34mm capsule. They are cardioid as far as the polar pattern goes, and also a solid heavy steel body, which looks pretty nice. They come in different colors also. If you look on the website, you'll see the choice of colors that you get. And they also come with the exclusive cutaway elastic shock mount, which is actually very, very nice. And what's cool about this shock mount is that the front of the shock mount is cut off, so this way it's actually easier to place that, for example, on a guitar amp. Now we're talking about two microphones that are quite affordable. Okay, for the Mini K87, we're looking at $399 US, and for the Mini K47, $349. So it's not like the cheapest microphone out there, but it's far from being the most expensive mic out there, you know. And for this price, I'm telling you, the sound quality that you get with this mic is actually comparable to higher end microphones. They do have that vintage tone also that is actually very appreciated by many, and they sound very good on acoustic instruments like acoustic guitar, electric guitar, like a guitar amp, drum overheads also. I actually have a pair of Mini K47s that I use most of the time to record drum overheads, and they sound fantastic. They do sound good on vocal and also electric and acoustic bass. If we look more specifically on the frequency range of each microphone, this is what we get. Now if we look at the Mini K47 and take a look at the frequency graph that we have, we can see mostly a linear response with a gentle boost between 4 and 6K, which will add a nice vintage tone to it. So this mic is going to sound great on lead vocals. The Mini K47 is one of my first recommendations when someone is looking for a good affordable vocal mic that is going to fit most type of vocalist. The Mini K47 will always do the trick, especially at this price range. I also had very good results miking a guitar amp using the Mini K47. That is now one of my go-to microphones when it comes to recording a guitar amp. And they also have a high SPL version of the Mini K47 that is called the Mini K47 KD. That is good to record loud instruments like a snare or a kick drum, for example. Now if you look at the Mini K87, now this one is going to sound a bit different. It's going to sound more neutral than the Mini K47. If we look at the frequency graph, we can see that it's pretty much linear across the frequency range, which makes this microphone more transparent rather than colored if we compare it to the Mini K47. But yet it will retain enough character to capture emotion when recording. So this mic is going to sound warm, smooth, and linear, and it's going to take EQ very well during the mixing stage, which is always appreciated. That microphone sounds good on vocals. Strumming acoustic guitars actually sound very good using the Mini K87. Podcast vocal also, that's a very good podcast microphone if you're looking for one, and will also sound good miking string instruments like a cello, for example. Now without further ado, let's listen to some samples of the Mini K87 and also the Mini K47.
Au clair de la lune, mon ami Pierrot, prête-moi ta plume pour écrire un mot. Ma chandelle est morte, je n'ai plus de feu. Ouvre-moi ta porte pour l'amour de Dieu.
So from what I can hear, you can tell that the Mini K87 sounds a bit more neutral, a bit more darker, I would say, less colored compared to the Mini K87, where we can actually hear that little hype that we have between 4 and 6K, which adds more color to the mic. So it will depend on the instrument that you're miking to know if one is better than the other for your needs. I think the drums turned out very well with the Mini K47, but also the 87 was quite nice as far as the cymbal goes. It actually brought the cymbals a bit more smoother than the 47. So again, it depends on your taste. As far as the acoustic guitar goes, Mini K47 sounded very good on the picking performance compared to the 87 that sounded great when Jimmy was strumming his acoustic guitars. I think the Mini K87 in this case sounded very good. So this is going to be it for today, talking about these two great microphones by Roswell Pro Audio, the Mini K47 and the Mini K87. So if you want to know more about these mics, or you want to put your hands on one of these or both, I'm going to leave the link down below for you to check them out. Don't forget to leave your comments also. I want to read all of your impressions about what you've heard in this video. Also, if you're new here on the channel, or if you're not even subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell so you stay informed and you don't miss anything. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share and to like. Until next time, take care and see you.